released in August 3rd, 2018, in the Horizon case, we have the Navaja knife. It's one of the cheapest knives available on the Steam market at the moment, and I would say that currently it's also one of the worst, if not the worst knife in the entire game. Now, this is purely just my own opinion. Anyone can have their own opinion on this matter, as there are plenty of other knives in CSGO, but based on, for me, I would say that the Navaja is the worst knife we have currently. I recall making a knife tier list a few weeks back, and I did put the Navaja knife at the bottom of the list, and I've just been wondering, why would people even buy the Navaja knife? Like, personally, I would just rather use the default knives instead of the Navaja knife. Whenever I see like the knife being opened, I feel like there's like some sort of tension with the opening of the hand and with the blade itself, and it just feels a bit too forced and awkward. The blade itself is also a bit too small and narrow for my liking, because if you compare it to, let's say, the stiletto knife, it's a blade that is skinnier, yet it's also taller, so I would say that the proportions are a bit more fair compared to this one. The stiletto knife is meant to be a bit more skinnier and taller, whereas the Navaja knife is kind of like in a weird middle ground. I also believe that with this knife, you can't really appreciate the patterns that are available for this knife currently. I just feel like for most of them, it's just a bit too small and you can't really appreciate the patterns at all. There's probably going to be another knife down the line as Valve releases more and more of them that will eventually be the worst of them all, and the Navaja will someday probably be a good looking knife in my eyes as I get used to it more and more. I used to hate the Falchion and Shadow daggers, but as I see them now, I'm starting to like them a lot, and I'd even want to have a couple of them. Maybe someday I'll appreciate the Navaja knife, but right now I think it's absolutely the worst knife we have available in the game, and I just rather use the default knives. But that is it for this short 2-minute rant, and I hope you guys found it interesting, or maybe you agree with me about how the Navaja knife absolutely is garbage. If you have any other different opinion about any other knife in CSGO that you think is the worst, then feel free to leave it in the comments down below, and I'd love to hear your opinions on what you think is the worst knife in CSGO right now. That is it for this short rant. I hope you guys really enjoyed this, and I do have an announcement to make. I do have a second channel. It is called Litemind, Litemind, and I'm just going to talk about random stuff that's happening currently right now, whether it be CS related or anything else. I'm just going to talk and just do some random stuff on there. The link will be in the description down below if you would like to subscribe to that channel, and I will release my first video in the near future. Anyways, have a great day. I'm Lightning, signing out. Peace.